Hi, everybody. Coach Dom Costa with Estate Sale Tips number 3. Now, again, these are, mostly for sellers, and this is an important one to remember when you're doing this. If it is something you're doing for your own personal self, you really need to do these set of tips, because I'm going to talk about the urban legend, the $25,000 hidden in a book. And I've got more stories. But you want to go through with your walkthrough with your owner or estate, whoever's running the estate, and you're cleaning the house out. Obviously, they've gone through the house and have picked through the items they really want as heirlooms or the most valuable. But I wouldn't be doing the best job as a human being if I didn't have them also go for a look around the house, particularly in these 3 areas. One is the attic of the main house. It's amazing what gets hidden up there sometimes with some people. It can be guns, gold, any and every weird item imaginable for humans. So you want to have the owners look in the attic. You want to look under the house too, because sometimes, especially on a raised foundation, obviously, things can be hidden under a home. If the garage has an attic, you also want to check that out. It's amazing, again, what you can find up in these places. The last one is really, because you always see these books behind me lately, a lot of people don't want to do it, but a lot of our older folks, as they move on from their homes, have left libraries of real books, and some of them actually, like, got the bigger books, cut out the inside pages, and maybe they hidden some money in there. And there's that urban legend in California that someone went to an estate sale, bought shelves of books like you see behind me for a song, less than $50, piled all the books in boxes, went home, and as they were going through them to source them, found the one, kind of like Shawshank Redemption, where the guy had the hammer hidden in it so he could dig out through the wall. Well, they found $25,000 there. So that's an urban legend. Never met the person that did it. It could be all made up, could be fabricated. I do have this story that's true, though, too, and this goes with the garage. Often, you got to remember, a lot of these people that are leaving their homes came up through the Depression. So they were not big-time consumers. They held on to things. They're almost baby hoarders. But there's a reason for holding on to every scrap of anything that broke, because in their mind, they might use the pieces and the parts to do another repair in the future. And if it saved them a trip to the hardware store and kept the money in their checkbook and wallet, the better they were for it. So here's a case of, back in the day, coffee came in metal cans, and now comes in, K-cups, etc. But back then, people bought it in cans, metal cans, before it came out in plastic. And you can find it both ways. In the garage of this handyman carpenter gentleman who was suffering a little bit of dementia, he had put $5,000 in a couple of cans. And without that walkthrough by the family actually taking the lids off these cans, they wouldn't have found the money. And it was buried in a brown bag underneath the nails in one of those cans and containers. So if you're having an estate sale, doing it for yourself, for a relative, you want to ask these questions. You want to check out these areas: attic of the house, underneath the house on a raised foundation, attic of the garage, any nooks and crannies, any secret hallways, doors, cabinets, all the hall closets. And the last one, too, that I didn't mention was check underneath the beds, in between the mattresses. Again, this generation didn't have high trust for the banks, and they kept a lot of valuables at home. So I wanted to share this with you today. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I wanted to share this. I do a lot of things to help create income streams. I share this for the kids in my classes so they get some ideas. And for anyone out there, you want to have this information, check it out. I've got a book out there, too, on selling and getting rid of your stuff. And I'll provide that link down below as well. So like, share, subscribe, and comment. But remember, check out these places. And if you are selling for somebody, you want to at least give them a courtesy to take a look around there. I would never tell you, hey, if you found $25K in a coffee can, maybe you don't tell the owner. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And I figure most people, you want to do people a solid favor and give them those valuables. But you want to remind the owners of that estate that they need to check these areas. And you want to do it as well before you have your estate sale to your public on your typically late Thursday if you're setting up the Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday cleanup. So check that all out and keep an eye on all those areas. Get out there and sell and make money, kids. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And check out that book if you need ideas or any guidelines on how to sell some of this stuff. Have a great day.